Brown versus Board of Education held that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. In GOTTSDANKER versus Cutter Laboratories, the court accepted the concept of strict liability for defective products. In GRIMSHAW versus Ford Motor Company, the jury recognized that it could send a message to companies that disregarded safety. What these three cases and thousands of others across the United States have in common is that they each had a trial lawyer representing, helping, and fighting for the rights and beliefs of their clients.
A client of mine who was a widow who just lost her husband 3.5 years before, she said it's the first good night's sleep she's going to get in 3.5 years. That's when you know why you're proud to be a trial lawyer. You do right, you're on the right side, you do good, and you help people, and you can make a change in the world.
It's really rewarding to have people that you represent thank you at the end of your representation, and it's a personally fulfilling opportunity to help people.
The first thing I think about is helping people. That's probably what all of us got into this profession to do, first of all, is to help people. Help people who need a voice, help people who are fighting against something that's bigger than themselves.
The reason I enjoy being a lawyer is being able to help people, and particularly under our civil system, where no matter what your status in society may be, you can go in a courtroom and be treated equally no matter who's on the other side.
I enjoy representing individuals to help them in a time of need. I give services to individuals that need help. It is my calling to help those individuals. It is not a task, it is my love.
The best thing about being a trial lawyer is all the good that we do that we never know about. In the 1980s, Max Howard beat down the Crane Company in a case and recovered a substantial verdict. My father and I then took his template in a wrongful death case a few years later and really punched the crane industry, which hadn't lost a case in 30 years. And now, 30-some years later, there are people walking around who have wives and fathers and sons and children that wouldn't be here if we hadn't won those cases, because the defects on those cranes have been fixed. And 400 people a year who were killed or seriously injured are not. And we'll never know who those people were. And I think that is one of the coolest things about being a trial lawyer.
I recently lost a loved one because a truck driver ran a red light. I have personally seen the devastation that this can cause to a wife, her children, an entire family. And when my clients come to me for help, it is during one of the most awful times in life. But what makes me so proud to be a trial lawyer is that the work that I do gives hope to a family. It helps protect all of our rights to access the court system when someone has wronged us. I help hold people accountable, make people accept individual responsibility for the harms they cause other people. I hope the work that I do makes us all safer.
Our buildings are now stronger. Our cars are now safer.
Mommy!
And our children are now more protected.
The Indiana Trial Lawyers Association is comprised of approximately 1,000 trial lawyers across the state of Indiana. Our mission is clear. The Indiana Trial Lawyers Association is dedicated to the constitutional rights of open access to the courts and equal protection under the law for all persons in Indiana.
As executive director for many years, I've had the opportunity to work with and be taught by amazing lawyers. One of them taught me very early in my career something that had a profound impact. Roger Pardick told me, "Micki, you need to understand, we are a self-governing, self-regulating society because of the ballot box and the jury box."
I've been a trial lawyer for, as you can see, a long time. I'm in my 43rd year, and I've been a member of ITLA the entire time. My father, Sidney Berger, was a trial lawyer. I became a lawyer because of him, and I enjoy those days when we actually do some good in helping people.
I would say the greatest part about being a member of the trial lawyers is the camaraderie. The work is good and helping people is good, but the Trial Lawyers Association, ITLA, it's about friendships and meeting people who you respect and add to your life and improve you as a lawyer. The network of people who are always there to help, not just with work, but life, and give advice, and camaraderie and help you just can't beat.
Being a trial lawyer is one of the best things I've ever done, and in part, being a member of the Indiana Trial Lawyers Association has helped me to become chair of the Brain Injury Association of America, based in Washington, D.C. And we get to help folks all over the country. I'm very proud of the people that I work with, and especially ITLA.
I think the thing that I will take away the most from my time, not only in leadership with ITLA, but just being a trial lawyer, is the wonderful camaraderie and the friendships that I have made throughout the years. My best professional friends are here at ITLA and in the plaintiff's trial bar, and it's just a wonderful thing to be a part of the civil justice system that grows and evolves, and to know that during my short tenure in the grand history of the law, I've had an opportunity to be a part of something that's bigger than me and will go on after my career ends. So I'm thankful and proud to be a trial lawyer.
As a young boy in Indiana, I lived on the family farm. Oftentimes we'd go to a neighbor's house to help them when they were planting their crops or harvesting their fields. We do that with ITLA. We help each other. There are times when we need that help, when together we can make a difference. Oftentimes, what we find now is that there are large interests, financial interests, that are against our clients. They're trying to keep them from being successful, or they're trying to keep them from being able to make a recovery that they're entitled to. It's our responsibility to work together, and we do work together to make a difference in their lives. There are times when I drive down the streets here in Wabash, throughout the state of Indiana, and sometimes even outside of our state, and I have a chance to see people that we've helped in the past, people where we've made a difference. This is why I'm a trial lawyer. This is why I'm a member of the Indiana Trial Lawyers Association.
We educate, we lobby, we help, we fight. We are trial lawyers.
I'm very proud to be a trial lawyer because, as cliche as it may sound, we do good things. We represent the underdog, the little guy, and it's those people, those clients, and the gratitude they show all the time that it's so very rewarding to represent them in a time when they really need help.
You're a trial lawyer because you believe that standing up for the principles of justice upon which our country was founded, often at great personal risk, is bigger than yourself and truly deserves to be among the most noble of professions. You're a trial lawyer because there's no greater satisfaction than helping those who cannot help themselves have a better life, a better future, hope, and even happiness in the face of unimaginable physical and emotional challenges wrought upon them by someone else's negligent conduct.
I've been a trial lawyer now for about 45 years. I'm one of those people that cannot see me having done anything but that in my life. My profession is a lawyer, and I'm very proud of having done that. And in representing those people most of the time that are the underdogs. I was a jock growing up, and I think a trial lawyer is an opportunity to represent those people.
It is a privilege to be a trial lawyer, to represent families who come to me and my colleagues with problems that they can't solve themselves, problems that are caused by a lot of times rich and powerful. And the wonderful thing is in our system that these folks that we represent, and I've been able to represent, can get equal justice under the law.
I think to be a trial lawyer takes a certain breed of person, male or female, a person who's willing to give their heart and soul to others, someone who's compassionate, someone who cares, and someone is willing to fight for the underdog at all costs. Not only do we invest our time and money into these cases, but the reason we do it is what's important. The reason is to try to reconstruct someone's life who's been injured or killed along the way, and to help that person or that family find justice in the world which is full of injustice. We battle against great odds, and we do it because we care, and that's what makes me proud to be a trial lawyer.
I enjoy being a trial lawyer because we have an opportunity to help people with real problems. I mean, when you look at what we do, people come to us with their problems and they need help. And it really is an honor for us to be able to have an opportunity to help people who don't have an opportunity to do these things for themselves. And if we can stand up and get justice for them or fairness in their circumstances, I don't think there's anything more powerful that we can be doing for people.
When I was in college, I specialized in bike racing, not much in the way of academics. After college, my parents said I had to lead a productive life. So I got into law school, fell in love with the law, and fell in love with trying cases and representing people who've been injured as a result of someone else's wrongdoing. I love going to work. I don't consider going to work work. I consider it fun. Some days are hard, but at the end of the day, I'm glad I did what I did.
In our work as a trial lawyer, we represent the underdog. We strive to correct wrongs, seek justice for our clients, and collectively, we make our country a safer and better place to live. I'm proud to be a trial lawyer.
I am proud to be a trial lawyer, and I am proud to be one of the members of the Indiana Trial Lawyers Association. On my own, I am one.
I am one.
I am one.
I am one.
I am one.